Money illusion. Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. Hi, my name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking the Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias. And the reason I have this show is because the more we understand how our minds work, how we make decisions, the better we are to make better decisions, and then also make better relationship choices, and also avoid certain cognitive traps. And once we're able to do that, we're able to really become more successful and also navigate through some business decisions and also business choices as well. So for today's cognitive bias, I'm going to talk about money illusion. Now, what exactly is that? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought back to, let's say, when you were in school about how much a ticket for the movies is? And then compared to what it is now. And then all of a sudden you go, you know what? I remember back when I was in high school or back when I was in junior high, going to movies was only $5. And now it's like $15 or $10 or $20. Man, movies are just not what it used to be, or it's just not worth it anymore because we're paying so much more. Well, that is money illusion. What exactly is that? Well, that's when we think of money in its nominal terms rather than in real terms. We're looking at the face value, and sometimes the face value is mistaken for its purchasing power at a previous point in time. And the thing is, why is that happening? Well, mainly because of inflation. The dollar is not the same as what the dollar is back then. And therefore, that's why back then you could buy a movie ticket for maybe $5. And when you fix back and adjust for inflation over all these years, our price of movies is actually the same. It's just that our nominal value became, actually the value of it becomes less, and therefore we have to pay more, but we're actually paying the same thing if you adjust for inflation. So that's why there's this money illusion. Another example is this, and this is a question that was asked to many, many people before, and usually that answer shocks people. And the question is, if you were given one of two choices, one choice is you either get a pay deduction of 2%, or will increase your pay by 2%, but there's actually an inflation of 4%. The thing is, most people go, you know what, I will take the pay raise of 2%. Did you put your hand up for that? Well, the thing is, it's exactly the same. You're still losing 2% because of inflation. And that's just money illusion. The other thing is when you put $100,000 into a bank today, and if you don't put it into an investment that actually adjusts or mitigates or offsets inflation, then really you're not going to have $100,000 by the time you're ready to retire. And therefore, you're actually losing money. So that's why there's this money illusion. Another good example about money illusion is buying a property versus renting a place. Lots of people will go, hey, you know what? If buying a property and paying for property tax and paying for the mortgage is, let's say, $2,000 or $2,500 per month, versus if I'm renting, it's going to be renting for $1,500 a month. And more people will go, you know what? Renting is better because I'm paying less per month. But rent actually goes up according to inflation, and it's based on inflation as well. And mortgages and also stuff usually is fixed for a period of time and is not going to be adjusted because of inflation. And therefore, in the long run, you actually are paying less when you're buying a place versus renting a place in the long term. So that's another example of how money illusion stops us from making a decision that may or may not be a decision that you want to make. We're not looking at the long term. So the thing is, sometimes we have to take a step back and look at the actual value, look at the purchasing power of our money and see if that's actually worth what we're paying for. And if it does, then we can make a decision. We can make a good decision on it. And we have to adjust for that inflation thing so that we're not impacted by money illusion. So that is money illusion. I hope you learned something from that, from this episode for today for money illusion. If you like this episode, please go back and watch some of my other Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. And if you like this show, we have a lot of other shows, the Mastermind Bites, the Peak Potential Success Show, and also the Make More Mind Bites that's up every single week. So until next time, today is the day to unlock your peak potential. We'll see you later.